Hello everyone, and again, if you saw my previous video, I am very, very sorry for my absolute laziness during this summer. And this was one of the videos that I was holding off on. Some of you have commented over a month ago, and I am deeply sorry for that. But I am here now, and I'm going to answer your questions. Let's move on to answering some questions for Q&A number 7. The first question I have is from Danny Key, and he or she asks, "Are you a fan of Sonic.exe and or My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?" I'll say no on both. First off, only like a handful of creepypastas really grabbed onto me, and while even though they traumatized me, I still find them oddly fascinating. Sonic.exe wasn't one of them, though seeing the video by PewDiePie was entertaining, and then with My Little Pony, I was like 8 when the show started. Of course, I wasn't the right demographic, but of course, all you bronies will be mad at me, but I'm just admitting the truth. It could be partially for boys too, but I was 8. What was I supposed to think? But it's got good ratings and it has a giant fan base, so guess I can't argue against it, which I don't have any problems with it. From the Comedy Train D-Vlog, he or she asks, "Have you played Team Fortress 2? If you have, who is your favorite class?" Yes, I've tried it out, but not a lot. I haven't played it in a very long time, but I know what Team Fortress 2 is. Me and my friend really like the SFM parody animations. I find those really hysterical, and call them whatever you want. You might not call them Team Fortress 2, but I just see the characters there all the time, and so I just call it SFM. But favorite class? Again, I haven't played it in a while. I always thought my favorite was the guy with the explosives. I'll put a picture of him because I think it's this guy who has the explosives, but I think I played him the most. From KC Rocks, 1997, LP San Julius Jr. Rules, 2019. He or she asks, "What is a ripoff of Unikitty? A rainbow butterfly unicorn kitty, B, Osmosis Jones, or C, Dexter's Laboratory?" I'll admit, out of all the questions you've given me, this is probably the least confusing, because I know what Osmosis Jones and Dexter's Laboratory are. I know what Unikitty is from the Lego movie. I don't know what the others are. You're probably going to see images of me looking up what these are, but no, I do not understand what you mean. I'm sorry, but I just don't. From Jetpack Joy 66, he or she asks, "If you could remaster or make a sequel of a game, what game would it be? P.S. Love your vids." Well, thank you for that. And oh, I'm gonna love this question. For remaster, two that come to my mind are Pokemon Battle Revolution and Pokemon Diamond Pearl Platinum. I'll go with Pokemon Battle Revolution first. It wasn't very liked from fans. I'm the minority. I love that game, especially the soundtrack. One of the best video game soundtracks I've ever heard. And I'd love to see a remake with newer Pokemon, and they should keep the feature where you could transfer Pokemon from your DS or now Switch game onto the new one. And I think with the Switch, I think it'd be much easier now, so that would be fun. And then for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, you're probably thinking, oh, you're just on the bandwagon of Pokemon remakes based on older games. With me, I say make this one especially because Pokemon Pearl was the first Pokemon game I've ever played, and it really changed my life, as you could tell. So it would just be one ginormous nostalgia trip, which I'm pretty sure the other people who liked Red, Blue, Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire thought of when they made the remakes of those games. So those would be nice. As for sequels, I'll admit this: Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was announced during Comic Con. God, I'm so excited for that. That's like another nostalgia trip for me, but I won't go into too much detail. I can't really think of another game that I want a sequel out of. I mean, of course, I could use more Night in the Woods, but I think the developers confirmed that there's not going to be a sequel, which I'll be fine with that. I mean, it is a very freaking awesome game, but I can see them not making a sequel, and I can't think of anything else, sadly. From Michael Garrett, he or she asks, do you think O.J. Simpson is innocent? Oh god, are we getting mysterious and personal here? What can I even say? I don't. This is probably my most controversial question. And you're probably just thinking, oh, I'm scared to admit what I really think. Maybe I just don't follow this enough. I really don't care enough to look at evidence and information and really think of a personal answer. So I'm sorry. I know you really wanted me to answer that, but it's going to be unknown probably forever because I don't know if I'm ever going to get into that kind of stuff. And finally, from Echo Productions 36, he or she asks, so besides Dane Productions, have you seen any other South Park fan animators? No, not really. When I think about it, the only one I can think of is Movie Unleashers, and yeah, you're probably thinking Movie Unleashers is why I got into South Park. That's partially it. If you looked at I think it was my first Q&A, I think I go into more detail on why I like South Park, but yeah. And that was the questions for Q&A 7. Again, deep apologies for not doing this sooner. It's just I was so busy and lazy, but I hope that I'll get out of my laziness as summer ends and I'll make more, especially this month. I want to make a lot this month because I had a special planned, but again, I was lazy and I'm late. That's not going to stop me from making that video. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you want more Q&As because I'm always open to doing more and I have a lot of fun answering weird questions. But yeah, just leave a like and subscribe for more content and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.